An unholy mixture of Godzilla, Transformers, and hundreds of Japanese anime movies. Slave Zero is a 1999 mecha shooter destruction extravaganza developed by Infogrames and released for Microsoft Windows as well as the Dreamcast. Want to skip right to the game? Here time. This week's video is going to be a shorter one for real life reasons, so let's get straight on with it. Like, subscribe, hype on your phone. You get 3 every week for YouTubers and it really helps. I think we got to 14th in Ireland on a recent video. My little skeleton army doing their work. Before Infogrames absorbed them, a small team of about 25 in MACLEOD studios began working on the Ecstasy engine around 1996. Entirely custom built from the ground up to work on both Windows and the Sega hardware, and despite first person being the hot new thing around the time, third person was always the main goal. Ken Capelli's concept art shows just how Giger-esque and biopunk the game originally set out to be, but this was toned down due to publisher requests sadly. But remnants of it, as well as the strong anime influences, held strong to the end. The team also must have taken notes on the reception of Shogo Mobile Division, a similar mecha fighter released the year prior, developed by Monolith. Big anime inspirations there, also heavily inspired by anime, but let's be honest, I'm going to cover this game at some point, so I will save the big comparison for then. Other big mecha games around in the late 90s were Future Cop, LAPD, great game.
Angel gave me this.
Genome, Gnome.
Your little gnome is correct, monsieur.
And of course, the hugely successful Mech Warrior series, still going strong. November of 99, the turn of the century, Zero released on both platforms. Did the futuristic title herald a new era of robotic mecha gaming? Was it some forgettable tat, or did this big metal dingus fall flat on its steel face? It's a title I'm covering and no other game ever used the engine, so who knows? Let's boot her up and see how well Slave Zero holds up in 2025. Megacity S19, the largest of them all on Earth 500 years in the future. This is Sovereign Khan, or Sokan, the hero of the game with noble dreams of a peaceful
kill everyone.
Okay, not quite. Our antagonist Khan here rules with a tyrannical fist which has led to a rise in resistance warriors called the Guardians. However, Sokan has quite the upper hand, about 60 feet upper, with a large mecha army of so-called slaves which are hand-grown from dark matter and other words like phlebotinum. Not all is lost though. The Guardians have captured a mecha unit to aid their rebellion, the titular Slave Zero. So-called as all other slaves have been cloned from him, her, them. Their name is Chan or Chan, and our goal is to use Zero to get to the dark matter and slave embryos to grow our own Guardian mecha army, which means breaking further and further into Mr. Badman's fortress.
You are a go for assault on Comrade. And careful, Guardian. That's some expensive tech you're operating. Not one scratch.
To any new viewers, I've never died in a covered game ever, so that should be easy. To those returning, keep quiet. This is a feast for the eyes. I've never even played this before, so this is not nostalgia blurring my vision. Beautiful polygons and blocks creating this sci-fi city, and Chan Man here. Our gigantic mech in third person looks far more curved and almost reptilian than just a big Minecraft creation with everything else. That said, inverted controls by default, get out of here. Much better. Nice fluid controls and aiming too. Real sense of weight as we barrel around the city. At first we're fighting tiny Tonka tanks, adorable. In fact, just look at the teeny weeny itty bitty little people down there. The scale is not done badly at all. Oh, sorry about that. Oh shit. First day on the job, guys.
You big bloomin' moron! You gigantic bastard!
I could wander around this model city all day, but we have stuff to do. Luckily for me, this game is quite linear, hard to get too lost. I must be able to jump. How do I? I learn F is stomp. Okay, good to know. E. And of course we have rocket. Monkey! Come on, Macheen, focus. The game was released in '99, the performance now is a bit rough. Let's just pause there, grab an N-Glide fix here, I'll leave it in the description, you download some files, replace in the root folder, easy stuff. Booting up again, it's a little bit darker but smoother. There's ammo everywhere, great stuff. What weaponry do we begin with? A slug cannon, okay. Not unlimited ammo gets the job done. As with a lot of mecha, we don't have inbuilt weapons, but instead wield gigantic scaled firearms. What did you say? What? As I'm tuning things at the beginning, I'm gonna turn off the music as well, which is really good, by the way. The score is fantastic, by the way, but this is purely to hear the in-game sounds and enemy and voice lines.
Unauthorized unit. Power down immediately.
Do you think he saw us?
I'm pretty sure we pulled him. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh shit!
After much fighting, it's time to take down our first big chunk of health obstacle. A generator here for the city power, 3 in total.
Detonation is confirmed. Core generator 1 is hit. 1 down, 2 to go.
Getting stuck watching the people again. Where did she go? Oh, ghost lady. Well, where did you? Now, where was I?
Alright, looks like a Titan Siege Sentinel. Advising extreme caution. Titan Siege Sentinel is eliminated. Careful.
Is this a developer? If you know, let me know in the comments. Let's get a quick question of the day. Because it's the first one I'm doing, what is your favorite mecha game of all time? Check out that dodge. If I found a game that I'm just really good at, and another game.
Now when you're through enjoying the moment, proceed directly to the lab sector. We don't have much time before communications are restored.
And at the end of each mission, you get a quick update on how you did, about 15 in total, divided into sections. We also get little voice acting snippets to get you going each time. Absolutely fantastic voice cast. Roger Jackson, also known as the Scream voice. Charles Martinet, you know, Mario. Our first energy weapon now. We have 3 categories of weapons which we find upgrades for as we move on. Ballistic weapons and energy we swap between, and rockets we can right click for whenever.
Watch your back, Slave Zero. Multiple inbound sentinels en route to your location.
A new upgrade now, slower but certainly hits harder. I can already happily say that the gun or cannon play is really impactful and fantastic. Really visceral metal shredding action.
Bip, barp, let's go, boys. Cardio is important for your health. And fun. Also fun.
All the mechs and robots have great character in the game, really great artistic design shining through. A nice little example of this is Chan's fiddle-dee-dee fingers always waggling about, almost sinister. Same goes for the cityscape. Yes, the fidelity isn't much, but it's got character and scope. So the scale is mostly very well done, but occasionally it's a little derpy. Sometimes I have to remind myself we are a walking building. A building that sometimes looks like it's ice skating. Because of how arcadey the game is, ammo really runs out easily. Weirdly, rockets are always plentiful.
Slave Zero, your present location puts you at the perimeter of the lab sector. Zero,
Oh, I heard that. Did you hear that? That was a cat, right? Come on, guys, no jokes. That was definitely a cat. I didn't add that sound. Be real now. Maybe a mecha kitty. Not everything is always peachy. The slowdown is improved vastly, but slowdown still occurs in hectic parts. How about we have something of a shakeup? Slave Zero was not only third person. Just like Iron Storm and Line of Sight, we do have different viewing perspectives. You can tell it's not made for first person, but it gets the job done. Mostly harder to see the action, but it also helps you focus on direct targets. Ooh, martinis. Can I fit in there? Is there a drive-thru? As I explore more into this game, I'm just wanting models of all these mechs and vehicles. It is gorgeous. Yes, even the teeny low polygon ones. Already I'm noticing that the stomping is becoming a little pointless against the tougher enemies later, but it's so fun when it works.
The lift leads down to the heart of the lab sector and the slave gestation facility.
These must be the slaves growing. Side note, feels weird to say the word slave so much.
My God.
There. That's it. The slave embryos.
Something's wrong. Chan!
No!
Ooh. Just look at this enormous Evangelion rising out of the gloop. Took me this long to mention that anime, which is not bad, all things considered. And my first death. Ever. Oh, so what you want to do is shoot him a lot. Down into the sewers or underwater highways, aqueducts, whatever, we have new Spider-Bot enemies everywhere, climbing on all the surfaces.
They're practically on top of us. You don't get here soon. Don't bother coming.
And bumhole doors. How do we open them? Maybe like a little light tickle? Tickle, tickle. Oh, you shoot them. I guess that makes more sense. And I'm stuck again. Who has the WD-40? Hello there, do. I'm off to my job. I love my job in the sewers.
Zero, we're taking heavy fire. Engage the attacking force.
Oh, Rebel, hold on. This is our base.
Base is secured.
Nice work. What took you so long? Attacking force.
Pretty sure I did all the damage to it with friendly fire. Listen to that smooth, sexy voice on SOCAN.
Extraordinary. A fully gestated guardian slave.
It's just one slave, my lord.
It's just the first slave, and seemed quite sufficient to drive off an elite regiment of sentinels. Double the troops, send in the whole protectorate, and release Sangonar.
Slave Zero is hardly a graphic game, but was still censored in Germany. Always Germany. Humans were switched for robots, no blood for the most part, or the color was changed, and of course, several evil characters were replaced with bratwurst.
If the Guardians succeed in their evacuation attempt, you die. Consider it an investment in your career.
That's right, Colonel One Boob. I am noticing numerous audio cutoffs or missing parts. It's definitely highlighted more with the music off. We now get an escort mission to shake up the scenarios. We have to keep the flotilla floating. Just look at these little water boys. Oh, this must be where you guys live.
Party at mine tonight, guys.
Can I come? Room for one more? Only just noticed the teeny dudes on these jet skis.
Machine, look at me, check this out. Woo! Woo-hoo!
Yeah, that's nice. Good job, guy. Bosses are fairly straightforward. Some offer some different scenarios though, like having to keep circling upwards here away from the toxic poop water that rises. Mostly though, it's a big block of health you chop away at and avoid stuff.
It can't be! It's impossible!
Woo!
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street and I know it's
Back on the streets. There's no denying this game is unabashedly arcadey and I'm all for it. Just non-stop action, no real downtime, no need to explore or solve anything. Shoot everything on screen, pick up ammo, have a boss, action, action, action. How about a cyclone cannon now? It packs a huge punch, let's give it a go. Oof, yes. Enemies are showing up with shields now though. Boo! Chan has a very happy little frolic. We get an energy upgrade too. Energy weapons do huge pumping damage but are used up in no time. Best to save them for the more troublesome foes. And my second death. Slave 0 so far, and I'm not on the most highest difficulty. Definitely not too punishing. Will amp up much more later. The mechanical enemies employing new strats trying to blast you from the higher platforms of the cities. The Guardians instruct us to take out the power to the train network to halt genome transport. But trains are our friends, they're just mechanical snakes. Wait, hold on, did I fail what?
Excuses, Machine.
You're right, let's go again.
We've lost the tanks, my lord.
Well, Captain, have you anything to add?
Oh man. He spilled his energy drink, he got so scared. Let's try first person again. Third is definitely the way to go. You can tell the game was primarily designed for this, but this is still a fun game even like this.
Moving to engage the Guardian slave.
This level has Chan moving ever upwards into the city to finally... Whoa! Whoa! That glitch. Just taken out of reality. We move up to the top to finally take on this split Gemini boss who will take out buildings beneath you if you hang around too long. And I start on very little HP. Loving this new siege cannon though. A Titanic force. I'll be using this to the end now because I keep missing upgrades. And a rocket launcher upgrade soon after, finally. Ammo definitely becomes an issue at times, but gunplay fun never suffers. Plot-wise, we are now looking for slave exoskeletons, which means moving more and more inwards closer to Shaka Khan. I really shouldn't use Stomp anymore. I told you they become so useless.
Exoskeletons are on their way home.
Roger, Manta Squad. 0, proceed directly to the dark matter refinement facility.
Maybe he can't see us.
Picked up something that shouldn't be possible. Hold on. Can't be. Artificial quantum singularity? Our readings are off the scale.
And stuck again. My big robotic lard ass gets wedged everywhere. Bah! Maybe too much oil in my diet?
You have stolen my slave embryos, my dark matter. Do the Guardians truly believe they can gestate an army of slaves and defeat me with my own children? The Guardians will soon be but a fading memory.
Oh no, he looks so sad. Just pimp slapped out of existence. The railgun impacts on the slippery higher surfaces means in later levels you really have to watch your surroundings. I've definitely missed upgrades at this point. I know there's a dark matter launcher somewhere, but for the life of me I never found it. Oh, a lady robot.
How dare you? I just like pink.
That is a lot of robots, really upping the challenge later on here. We even get tiny robots appearing now, cute tiny toys who run up and cling onto you before exploding like the mines from earlier.
Mama? Mama?
No, not Mama. On that note, how about some trivia? There's an Irish metal band called Slave Zero as well. Check this out. Absolutely nothing to do with the game, but still. Speaking of sounds though, the audio in the game, while it borks out at times and in cutscenes, it's pretty good. Big, beefy, chunky, impactful sounds. That is the first big crash. In fact, the game feels less stable as you progress further, sections of stability here and there, but a lot of messy performance issues.
Hi.
Huh?
Come here.
Yeah, what's up?
Fart. I do fart jokes too.
But you just said the word though. Better.
Okay.
Building up to the end now, just like in Requiem, as you get closer to the evil big baddie, their face starts appearing everywhere. We even get some maniacal laughter. Finally out into the final arena outdoor section with Sokan.
Do you believe you have beaten me? You appear quite powerful now, but I know the truth. Inside that suit, you're still just a boy. A weak little boy.
We become the tiny ones against this behemoth with far too much health. Is that bar even moving? Also, will one-shot you, so keep well clear of his stomping feet. Strategy is aim for the head. Still gonna take some time. And done. The Guardians plan complete, time to make the world a better place. We are the future of slaves. Oh. To the evil one! Zam! If you rooted for Godzilla as he pulverized Tokyo, then Slave might just appeal to you. Said one quite negative review about Slave Zero. Who doesn't that appeal to? Okay, I guess maybe not people from Tokyo. Anyway, the game in the end took me about 4 hours tops, super quick game, not a ton of deaths, some restarts because of freezing or crashing. I came away with a big smile on my face, which is probably obvious, but what did critics think at the time? 1999 was a fantastic year in gaming. System Shock 2, Planescape Torment, Unreal Tournament, Soul Reaver. Did our game today get lost in the shuffle? Metacritic has absolutely nothing for me. Okay, a very nice user score of 7.4, but nothing else. Game Rankings has an aggregate score of around 70%, some critics loving it, others loathing their time in Megacity. Some of the choice thoughts include failure to immerse as a robot, great weapon upgrades, fun boss battles, no replay value, repetitive, bad graphics, particularly the background, poor sound effects. Okay then, let's do a quick good and the bad before I conclude. The good. The action is non-stop and a blast. Slaves look great. Nope. Let's reword that. Just gonna reword that. Our character and the mechs look great. Love the world created here. Absolutely pumping score. So much explosions. The bad. At points it gets a wee bit repetitive. Audio, graphical, all kinds of issues honestly. I found the boss fights, with the exception of maybe one or two, quite dull. The combat, while fun, has very little depth. So yes, I had a blast playing Slave Zero, but it certainly is not without a few faults. The main faults can all be attributed to the lack of depth in the gameplay. What it does, the blasting and smooth controls, it does very well, but there are no combos, 2 guns you can rotate between at any point, and a stomp. Give us some melee, more weapons, combo bonuses, weapon swapping. There's so much that could have been added, and the bosses could do in the same vein. New elements, just anything new. The other issues I pointed out are where a badly needed remaster would be incredible. I think the Steam copy has something to do with Night Dive anyway. Giving this game their treatment and smoothing out the rough edges, oh, yes please. Unlike Turok Evolution or Heretic 2, this is not broken abandonware but could really use some help basically because I had so much fun in this playthrough. The gameplay is fantastic, visceral blasting through explosive arenas of a cityscape, going toe-to-toe with other mechs or tiny machines. Not a lot of games do this, even fewer do it well. This got me super hyped to play Shogo. If you want a pure arcade mecha experience with nice retro graphics but still retaining a great artist's style, you really cannot go wrong with Slave Zero. Pick this up dirt cheap and go robo crazy. Thank you all for watching. Slightly shorter one this week, but I still crammed in the usual nonsense because old habits die hard. A huge thank you to all my channel members, my little skeletons with their emojis and fun chats in the premieres. Your support means a ton. Same goes for those who have given tips or monthly support on Ko-Fi, Wanted3D, Peruru1231, Cruella, Cobra, Matthew, Hyena Beans. It goes such a way on this small growing channel. There is the link should you want to help out or even just follow me. Here are my social media links, X and Blue Sky, you know the drill. Next up, who knows? Comment away below, throw in suggestions, I always add them to the list. Did you play Slave Zero back in the day, or recently? Is it a forgotten classic or something else entirely? Let me know below. I hope you're all doing well in the long run up to Christmas now, or Thanksgiving, or whatever else you have going on. I'm Mr. Macheen, and I'll see you next time.